Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I last recorded something and I'm sorry, but I am back and I would say better, but I'm back, shawty. Today I'm going to be filming a reading wrap up from April until now, which is July. It's the last day of July. I was going to come on here and do a reading wrap up or mid-year reading wrap up, but I figured I'd do monthly wrap ups anyway, so y'all seeing what I'm reading monthly anyways. I'm going to be referring to my Goodreads because most of my books I've been reading on Kindle Unlimited anyways, so yeah, let me just find out where I started off at. Okay, but I can tell y'all what I'm currently reading. I just got this on the Libby app this morning, so I'm so happy. Legend Born by Tracy Dion. Now I do own the physical book, but the text in the physical book is so small, so I've been trying to get it on my ebook for a minute on the library. Got it. I've also picked this book up like 3 times. I'm hoping I'm just like don't like the book. I'm hoping I like the book. It's not a bad story, but for some reason I just keep putting it down. And I also haven't been in a fantasy mood, but now I am. I've been reading romance back to back to back and I'm gonna try to get through it. And then my physical book I'm reading is Behind the Scenes by Christina C. Jones. Now, I have put this book down before in the past too, but I picked it back up a couple days ago. And I'm making good progress. I'm on chapter 18. And it's pretty good so far, so. Yeah, those are books I'm currently reading. I'm trying to limit it to like 2 books at least. Because if I do more than 2 for real, I don't end up finishing them. But anyways, let's go on my Goodreads and see what I've been reading in my hiatus. Okay, I think I last started, April. So the first book that I read in April was Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Y'all, this is probably one of my favorite books of this year. Like, I rated it 5 stars. Beautiful book. Like, I flew through it within a couple of days. I'm not gonna give y'all a synopsis of all the books because we have a lot to go through, but y'all, if y'all want a good book for the summer, read this book. I do recommend reading Part of Your World and Yours Truly first to get like the best experience, because I feel like if you read this one first, you'll still like it. It'll still be a good book because I hear people's read this one first, but you really won't understand like with all the other characters if you don't read the other 2 first. Either way, 5 stars. Love this book down. Please go get it. Like, just read it for yourself, please. Next book I read was The Neighbor Favor by Christina Forrest. And this was a cute romance. I gave it a 4 stars. I'm trying to like read like my little review to see what I like. Every book that's set like in New York makes me want to go to New York so bad. So yeah, this was a cute book. Nothing really crazy in my opinion, but I liked it. Next book I read was Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. I rated this a 5 stars. I finished the Throne of Glass series. This was the best one, the biggest one, and yeah, I just loved it. Not too much to say. Next one I read was The Only One Left by Riley Sager. My first book by Riley Sager, and I learned that this is a man. I think I said it was a woman one time on my TikTok. It's a man. Great thriller. I haven't been reading much thrillers, but this was a great thriller. Couldn't put the book down. Rated at 4 stars. And yeah, I have to read some more Riley Sager. I think I have one of his other books, Across the Lake or something like that. House Across the Lake. I heard that one wasn't really that good, but I'll read it for myself. And yeah, I really like that one. Also, guys, like after that, like that's probably the last book that I've read that's like I'm lying. I did read another book, but after like these next 2 books, I've been in my urban fiction bag, my urban romance bag. Like, I'm addicted and I can't let go. That's why I've been reading all these on KU. They do have some physical books for some of these books, but I just have to go order them all because, yeah, y'all see when I get there. Next one is Somebody's Forever by Robbie Renee. Now, y'all know how much I love what's it called? Somebody's Wife by Robbie Renee. This one was so great. It's just pretty much a sequel of their story. What's the main girl's name? Zeke and Jewel. See, that was what pissed me off. It's just pretty much a sequel after that book, and it's short and sweet. Loved it. I think she's coming out with a book in October. I could be wrong, and it's called Somebody's Husband. Can't wait because it was great. Rated this one a 4 stars, and yeah, read that series if you haven't. Somebody's Wife, I recommend that book so many times. Like, it's my favorite book of the year. I'm lying, it's not my favorite book of the year, but you know, it's up there. Next book I read was Funny Story by Emily Henry. We're in May now. I don't know if y'all really care about the months, but rated this a 4 star, and like, now that I'm looking at the rating and like the book, I can't even remember the book like that for real. I mean, I can, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's more like 3.5, 3 if I had to change my rating, because I don't know, like, I feel like it took me a long time to get through this book. Like, took me a minute. I think I started this in April. Yeah, I started this in April. Didn't finish until like the second week of May. I don't know. I love Emily Henry's writing. I've only read Happy Place. Is that the only book I read from her? I think so, because I didn't read, yeah, I've only read Happy Place by her, and I loved Happy Place. I gave that a 5 star. So this one was, yeah, I like the storyline, but for some reason I think I just it didn't pique my interest. I didn't like keep the book in my hand. But it wasn't a bad book. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm all over the place. Love the book. Anyways, see, scratch that, reverse that. What's that off of? Anyways, let's move on. Next book I read was Luca by Gray Huffington. Y'all, I pretty much have 2 books on here because I read Luca and then Luca Squared, which she had like some extra chapters added like toward and the end. I didn't reread all of Luca Squared, but I could have. That book was the greatest book ever. That's part of the, what's the series called? I think it's the Eisenberg. Yeah, the Eisenberg Effect by Gray Huffington. Go read that series. I haven't even finished the series yet. I've only read Luca and Lyric, which is the next book I've read after that. Luca is just so good. Like, he gets out of jail, meets this girl, his sister comes and picks him up from jail. And her best friend, he looks at her one time and he just like falls in love. It's really insta-lovey. So if you don't like that, it might not be your cup of tea, but I don't even like insta-love like that, and I love this book. Dang, it was so good. Luca, he's literally my top book boyfriend. Like, if I had to go through all of them, he's most likely top of that list. And this is also one of my top books of the year. Maybe I'll come on here and give you my top books of the that I've read of the year so far, but you damn sure gonna see Luca. 5 stars. Luca Squared, 5 stars. Go read it. Like I said, I've read Lyric, which is Luca's brother. Jesus Christ, which is Luca's sister. Rated that 5 stars. I said 5 stars, 4 stars. And the reason why I wasn't 5 is because literally she kept pissing me off. The only reason why it's a 4 star is because of the dude. What's his name? He's like Luca's best friend, or like one of his great friends. It's not even in the description. I was hoping it'll be. I cannot remember his name for the life of me, which is annoying because I really liked him in the book. That's how y'all know my memory is shot. Wow, this was published October 1st, like my birthday. Wow. Anyways, yeah, it was a great book. Like I said, she kept pissing me off. But the main male character loved him. Damn, I can't think of his name. Y'all know it. Y'all figure it out. Next book I read was Front Street Porter by Nina. Y'all, she's a new to me author. Never read any of her books before. She's one of my favorite authors now. Like, this book was a 4 stars. Now, it was kind of rough getting into. Like, when I say rough, some of the stuff on here was gory. Like, the first couple chapters, I'm like, wait a minute, can I even read this? Like, it was literally so heavy in the beginning. But with that being said, love this book down. I want to say it's 5 or 6 brothers that they're talking about throughout the story. I want to say it's 5. Yeah, it's 5 brothers. The oldest brother is pretty much raising all these brothers. And when I just say it's so freaking good, this is a great, great, great series. Front Street Porter is the first book of the series. We're going to get down to the other books later, but great book, 4 stars. If you haven't read anything by Nina, go read it. It's on KU. Damn, it's so good. Okay, anyways. Rhythm Blues by Kimberly Brown. Read that. This is my first, is this my first Kimberly Brown book? I want to say it is. As you can see by the cover, beautiful. That's what really intrigued me for real. And I gave this one a 5 stars. Mainly because of the nigga. What's his name? It's like, you would think I'll know these guys' names because I love them so much, but... Oh, Channing. Bitch, I was about to... Yeah, that's gonna piss me off. Channing and Rhythm. Like I said, another great book. Like, I'm pretty much being, like, vague. But I'm not giving you too much description. There's a dog that's going ham outside. Not really giving too much descriptions of the books because I feel like it'll be a long video if I did. And I have a lot of books to go through. Yeah, but this was a quick read. How many pages were the book? Will it tell me? Oh, 280 pages. So it's like you can get through this pretty fast. Yeah, love that book down. The next book that I have on here is Parachutes, Book 1, The Fall by Takira Allen. Another new to me author. Never read anything by Takira Allen. But I wanted to read this book because her second book was coming out. When did it come out? It came out this month. I'm tripping. And everybody was like reading the first book to get ready for it, and I just fell along with that train and loved it. Damn. I hear Takira Allen's books are pretty, like, not heavy, but like emotional. Like, you gonna be crying, your heart gonna hurt. And that's what happened with this one. Not necessarily like crying, but it was just more like, why? Like, you just couldn't understand why this was happening the way it was happening. And yeah, I rated it 5 stars. Loved the book down. It was 403 pages. I love this book so much. The end pissed me off so much. I hate like cliffhangers or like stuff where it's like, what the hell is about to happen in the second book? I know this is a 3-book series. The second book came out, like I said, I want to say it was this month it came out, and she like dropped it a little bit earlier than she was supposed to. And I started reading it, but I put it down because it's like, I feel like the ending is going to be the same as the first one, like where I was on a cliffhanger, and I don't know if I can wait to the third book. I don't even know when the third book is coming out. And also it's been putting girls into slumps, and I ain't trying to be in a slump right now, so I've been holding off. But Parachutes by Takira Allen, great, 5-star. My new favorite author as well. Back to Nina. I'm gonna just say I read On Us by Nina. I read the first one, second one, and a third one. All 5 stars. Did I give them all 5 stars? Let me check. Yes, I did, because they all leave off on a cliffhanger. This is the series pretty much right after Front Street Porter. Front Street Porter is more like a prologue to On Us. I don't know where I left off at because the fire alarm went off and it scared the hell out of me. But like I was saying, On Us, 1, 2, and 3, great. It's right after Front Street Porter. Read Front Street Porter first. And then On Us, you start getting introduced to all the girls the brothers date. Okay, I hope they're done for real because they are testing the fire alarms today. So if it comes back on, I'm really going to be pissed. But like I was saying again, I don't know where I left off at. On Us, 1, 2, and 3, all great. The best series ever. As far as like, it's not even found family. It's, what do you just say, family? Like, I don't know what type of trope this is, but love it down. The Porter boys, brothers, are my favorite brothers ever, my favorite family ever in a book. Go read it. All of it was 5 stars. The whole series is 5 stars. Literally my best series I've read this whole year. Probably ever. Damn, it was so good. Next book I read was The Partner Plot by Christina Forrest. It's the second book of the, what is this? I guess it's called The Green Sisters, the series. This is the sister from, what was the first book I just said? The Neighbor Favor. It was one of the sisters. I like this story a lot more. It was still 4 stars for me. But I love me a good second chance romance, and that's what it's. So yeah, The Partner Plot, I liked it. I think I liked it a little bit more than The Neighbor Favor because it was second chance romance, and I'm a sucker for second chance romance. And yeah, it was so cute. Like, loved it. Yeah, it was high school sweethearts at that too. I'm like reading the description. It was so cute, so cute, so cute. And it was like kind of fake dating at the same time. So yeah, can't wait for the third one. It's like The Last Sister, and that comes out, I want to say next year in February. Next book, it's a novella. It's Heat of the Moment by Brianne Deney. Gave this a 4 stars. Quick short read if you're just trying to get out of a slump. I love novellas for that because they're like 100 pages really. And this one was a little spicy. literally about this girl. I was about to say Brienne. That's the author. What was her name? Sylvana. She got a promote. Like, I'll do the descriptions of the short books. And plus, I've read these more recently, so they're fresh on my mind. Savannah, she was hanging out with some friends, celebrating accomplishments from her job and her new move. One of her friends dared her to go up to a guy and offer him a one-night stand, or have a one-night stand with a guy in the club. She did that. The guy was with it. I would say of course, but of course he was with it. But he was fine. Like, damn. Reading about a guy in a book and just knowing he's fine off rip is just like crazy. Have a one-night stand, but it just wasn't a one-night stand. That's all I gotta say. And it goes from there. Great book. Great read. Love Brienne Denne's writing too. Next were two novellas. A Hood Flower Girl and Unhinged Best Man by M. Monique. This is my first time reading anything by M. Monique. The girls on TikTok were going crazy about this series, so I was like, let me go ahead and read this. They were both five. They were both 4-star. As you can tell, I rate a lot of stuff high because I've just been reading a lot of good stuff. This is more like a, I guess childhood friends to lovers. I don't know. What are they, childhood friends? Or friends to lovers? Jesus Christ. Poppy, her nickname is Hood, falls for, what's his name? Memphis. They're like childhood friends, gone lovers. That's all I gotta say. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but great nonetheless. Unhinged Best Man is literally the sequel to a Hood Flower Girl. Jesus, I'm all over the place today. Because the Hood Flower Girl ends off on a cliffhanger, and you need to know immediately what happens, and that's the Unhinged Best Man. If I had to choose, the Unhinged Best Man might be my favorite. Like, that's literally friends to lovers. Like, you'll see when you read it, but yeah, they're both really quick reads. If you want something short to read those. They're like 130 pages each. Next is Clearwater by Nina. Y'all know how I feel about Nina. This is one of the last books of the, it's not really part, it is, I was about to say it's not part of the Ona series, but you do have to read that first before you read Clearwater by Nina. Do I want to talk about it? I feel like there's like a lot of spoilers in there if I talk about it. Well, I could just say it. It's another Porter sibling involved. Like you learn about all the Porter brothers in the Ona series, and then you find out there's another sibling in Clearwater. And it's about that sibling. And can I say it? Like, I don't know. Like, if that's a spoiler. Whatever, it's about another sibling and another person falling in love. Like, I feel like if I say the names, it's going to be like spoiler-y. So I just won't. But that one was so beautiful. I teared up throughout this book. It was so sweet. Like, it was like, this to me, like, seemed like a good wrap-up of the whole series. But there is another book of one of the brothers, Rec. He has his own book, which I want to read really soon. And then I believe she's writing another book about one of the other brothers, and that'll be the last one. And I'll be so sad because, like I said, love this series down. Love the Porter boys. Love the Porter family. Yeah. The next, I have the last two. A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. Why didn't y'all tell me to read this sooner? I've never read anything by Tia Williams. I know it's crazy because I've been supposed to be reading 7 Years. Is it 7 Years in June? I think that's the name of the book. I know that's one of her popular ones. Never read that one, but this one, first of all, the cover, yeah. Second, I did pick this book up earlier in the year, like when it came out, and it does start slow, I have to say. That's why I put it down. It does start slow. Hate reading hardcover books. And I just put it down, never got back to it until recently. Literally, like last week, I started reading it again, and I just fell in love. Like, Ezra, first of all, that name alone, yeah. Love the name Ezra. And Ricky, beautiful story. At first, I was like, whoa, like, is this insta-lovey? Which it kind of is, but at the same time, it's like magical realism, based in New York again. Told you I like anything in New York. Makes me want to go visit. Cute story. Loved it so much. I made a whole book. I made a whole what's it called? Like visuals to it. And last but not least, I read Fast by Millie. I don't know how to say her last name. Belazar. Don't know how to say her last name, but I finished that book last night. Sad but beautiful. It's a childhood friends to lovers book. It's heavy, so read the trigger warnings first, but so good. Gave that a 5 stars. And yeah. Okay guys, so that was all the books that I read from April. Did I say April? Yeah, April to July. To give you a little reading wrap up recap, I've read 50 books so far this year, and yeah, my goal is 80, so hopefully I'll get to it. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on my next one. Bye!